Hello students, uh, hope you people would have made the metal ball bounce. So today what I'm planning to do is I'm going to show you how to animate a rubber ball. So just because we are animating balls from the beginning of the animation class, I want to make it more interesting. So we'll try to create a maze along with a rubber ball. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new Maya file. So first I'm going to my reference editor. I'm gonna reference, go to like file, create reference. Okay. So go to my desktop, the ultimate ball rig. So ball is there. So what I'm gonna do is like check whether my mail script is working. Yes, it's working. Oh, 1 second. Okay, just wanted to enable the shortcut keys. So just see whether it's working. Yeah. So what I've done here is I have reference a rubber ball. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to go to my side view. So zoom out. I'm gonna bring this down. Okay. So now I'm planning to take this ball, select this controller, the main controller. I'm planning to take this ball to one side of my frame. So I'm planning to make my ball animate from this position right now. Okay, so next thing what I need to do here is I'm planning to create an animation here for my ball bounce. So uh, normally a ball takes 9 bounces. So it starts from here, has a bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It goes on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now here is I'm gonna keep some hurdles here, so which will block the way my ball is gonna get animated. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna create a polygon. Okay, so okay, cube is here. I'm gonna take this, scale it, make it smaller. Okay, so okay, just gonna rotate it a little. Okay, see how it works. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this, take a copy, so rotate it, keep it down, see how it works. So I'm just gonna work for half of my frame, just as an exercise here. Okay, so my ball is gonna drop from here. Okay, so think like 75 frames is my plan. We'll see how it works. So I'm gonna scale this smaller. Let this go here. Okay, so yeah, this is the kind of setup I'm gonna animate right now. So ball is gonna jump from here, has a bang, again comes, boom, 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 hits and falls and comes back to its normal position. So first thing what we are gonna do is block the main key poses. So then we start the process of animation, then start adding the rotations for your ball. If you want to change the property of your ball, you can change it, whether it's gonna be a tennis ball, beach ball, bowling ball, like volleyball. No, this is my basic. Okay, let me have it as a basic. Okay, so first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep a main place of interaction. So first frame would be here. So approximately I'm keeping 17 frames. So I just want the ball to have a curve, smooth curve here. So ball is gonna come in an arc. So approximately here, okay, this position. So if you want to have an arc, I'm just fixing the positions here. Okay, so you can go forward and backward. So you have your keys here, previous key and the next key. Okay, this is the key. Step back one key, step forward one key. So if you scrub through it, you'll be able to see an animation that's happening, but it's very linear. So Maya tries to take the very straight path. It's a mathematical kind of movement Maya is trying to apply, but normally we don't want to see this kind of movement. So what we do here is we will be selecting the keyframe. We'll be selecting all keyframes so that all controller is keyed in all keyframes. So going from frame number 1 to frame number 75, what we'll do is select all keyframes, right click, okay, without leaving your right mouse button. You need to press tangent stepped. Okay, so spline will give you a very smooth kind of curvy kind of graphs. Linear would make all your lines very straight. Stepped I will show you right now. Okay, so mainly we will be using stepped for blocking your poses. So when I keep in stepped, see what happens. Can you see a difference? So what happens here is Maya tries to hold this key pose till frame number 16. Then suddenly it goes to the next key pose. Okay, so this is what Maya tries to do. So where frame 1 to 17 becomes your timing, and the animator is expected to create believable movement from frame 1 to 17, where he'll be having his breakdowns, ease in, ease outs, and the graph adjustments. Okay, so this is my starting point. My ball tends to have a curve V path, it comes down, hits here. So this will be something around my frame number 17. Okay, so this is frame number 17. Next, ball jumps, goes, hits here. So we'll be having an arc. Okay, so ball will be somewhere around here. So it will be something around 30. See how it's animated. So it's not necessary that you need to keep the same number of keyframes. It can be different or whatsoever. Totally depends upon. Can you see it? Just scrub it, you'll be able to like feel it. Well, comes down, goes up. So if you want to have a very believable and a smooth kind of animation, what you can do is you can keep adding as many number of key poses. So if you are adding as many number of key poses, what happens here is Maya will try to tend to give you a illusion of motion here between your keyframes when you just scrub it. It's like playing your flipbook kind of animation on paper. Okay, so most of the professional animators, when they are blocking for their shots, what they tend to do is they always worked on step mode. So they first block the main major keyframes, then they try to add the breakdowns. Okay, for example, so if I want to have an animation between 1 and 17, it's like almost like a straight line, right? So I want to have a smooth curve here. So my breakdown would be something around here. Okay, something around here. So I'll be taking something around frame number 9. So select all, just going to keep a keyframe. So see to it, my ball moves somewhere around here. Okay, so we'll see how it works. So what happens here, it's in linear, so that's the reason it's able to give something like this. So I'll show you what's happening in my graph editor also. Okay, so select all, keyframe. So Windows animation editor, your graph. Make this smaller. Okay, graph is very big. Okay, making it smaller. Okay, yeah. Okay, so from 1 to 9, can you see Maya is trying to hold the same key pose to the same location? Okay, just one frame, it's trying to change from here to here. Okay, but from here to here, what's happening here, it's trying to create a linear kind of or a spline kind of animation. So if this is the problem you're having, select all keyframe. So select between 9 to 17. Okay, right click. Okay, tangent, step. You will be able to see the change in your graph here. Can you see an illusion of motion here? When I scrub through this, you will be able to see the kind of movement I'm having. But still, right now, I think from here to here, it's like very straight. I need to change my keyframe a little bit inside. Okay. Yeah, this flows fine. So you can just scrub it and see whether your arcs are fine. So first I'm trying to get my timing, which is my duration of my animation, clear. Then I'm trying to break my uh, key poses with my breakdowns. Okay, so when you scrub it, you'll be having a smooth animation. It's like doing your flip book, front and back. Okay, same way from here again it's going up. Again this one needs to be in an arc, right? So around frame number 22 or 23, what I'll do is again select all keyframe, keep a key pose. Again, can you see the change in linear here? So what I would try to do is select all keyframes from frame number 23 to 30, right click, tangent, stepped. Okay, yeah, now it's blocked. Same thing. So 17 to 23, 23 I need to change the position. So I'll see how frame number 30 is. Straight, it needs to be a jump like this or like this. So it will be somewhere around here. So select this, move it here. Okay, so we'll see how we are getting it. Hope you are able to get that feel here. That main key pose blocking. Jumping too much. Okay, I can reduce my height a little bit. Okay, so then ball will hit here. Yeah. Hope you are getting it. Okay. So once it hits here, what happens back? So this is a hindrance or a hurdle that is there. My ball tends to come back and fall back here. So again it jumps, again hits, comes back. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now here is I'm gonna keep my next poses. First I'll explain this once again here. My keyframe here, it starts here. The next keyframe at frame number 17. So I'm timing it, but this I again need to work on just because I have not added more details. So one comes down, again jumps up. So first what I did, I kept my keyframe number 1, 17, frame number 30. Okay, so then what I started to do is I tried adding my breakdowns here. Okay, comes, falls down. Okay, again goes up and hits. Okay, so if you want to see whether the motion is proper or not, what we'll do is we'll make this as linear. Now we'll see what happens. Tangent, linear or spline. Okay. Okay. so don't need to worry about it. Still needs large amount of just a rough kind of idea we are trying to get, right? Okay, I think it's very slow, so I'll reduce the duration of this bounce. Should be like, I'm just trying to set the timing properly for the ball bounce because it looks very slow, so just retiming it. Okay, so just getting my timings right. So tangent gonna be stepped. Ball comes, hits, again goes back. So after hitting here, ball again tries to comes back. Select all. S. So starts here, goes up, hits, and then comes down. Comes here. Okay. So ball comes down. Okay, because it loses its energy. Okay, so let's see how it works. Okay. Okay, so the in between keyframes, we'll see how it works. It's been an arc always. Okay. So this position and this position should have some variation because, can you see? So ball comes with an energy. It hits the floor. It again bounces back, hits some kind of obstruction. So ball comes back. So it should not come back to its same position. It's trying to lose some energy here. So acceleration due to gravity and all those kind of hindrance that's acting upon it. So ball bounces back, hits, again it comes down. Okay, so not so much. Okay, not so much. Okay, so frame number 13, sorry, 9 and 24 would be like different. Can you see? So this amount of energy the ball has lost, starting from this position, going, hitting, coming back. Okay. So then what happens? Again, ball makes a jump. Again, a jump needs to be planned. So ball will have a jump. So 1, so we went 2, ball will go up. Ball hits, comes down, can be a little bit far away. This much far. Distance. So again, ball will try to again have a jump. I'm just trying to do a straight ahead animation here. So 1 goes up, again comes down. Okay. So if you want to work creatively, you can also use your straight ahead, no issues. Getting it? So select all, make it as tangent stepped. So we'll reduce our animation to 40. See how it comes. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So still now I've not touched my graphs. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to create my first and second bounce again coming back here. So we'll see how it works. First one, so frame number 1, 2, 3 touches here. So frame, I'm gonna work one by one. One bounce by one bounce, sorry. Ball starts. This is my take down, my hitting position, again starting and going back. Okay, this is my one bounce. Okay, so this is my center position. So what I will do, I'll just select this bounce, right click, tangent, linear. So until frame number 17, everything will be linear. So after 17, all my animations should be in stepped. Okay. So if you keep all your animation, see how it will be. Until here it will be like this. After this it will be like blocking. Okay. So whenever you're submitting your files for blocking, it should be always in stepped mode, not in linear. Okay. So first animate frame number 1 to 17. First things first, I need to add my ease-ins. So what I'll do, go to frame number 2, keep some keyframes, move it slightly away. So ball starts slowly, comes down, hits. Don't want so much amount of slow, starts slow, okay. ball hits. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, copy this keyframe, paste it here. So from 6, 7, 8, ball needs to stretch, right? Applying the principles of animation. So I want this ball to stretch. Okay, so ball comes down, hits the floor. So next one is your squash. Okay, then ball goes up, hits here. So again, is in one frame. Let's see how the okay here. When you see your animation, the problem here is my stretch is applying straight, right? But the problem here is the ball is working in this direction. The force is acting in the horizontal, this kind of linear kind of angle. For a ball dropped from the top to the bottom, this kind of stretch works. So for this kind of ball, what you need to do is you need to first see whether your rotation is working, or you tend to counter animate this angle. Okay, so where your ball comes, hits at an angle, squashes, then stretches, goes back to its normal position. Okay, getting the feel of the ball coming and hitting from here. So again, I have not added a stretch here. That's the reason it's looking very odd here. Okay, so again, select all keyframe. I'll copy this, paste it here. See how things changes. Same location. So just make this one stretch a bit. Okay, go on an angle like this. Okay, 1, 2. So this one will pop up. Okay, if the stretch is more, we'll try to reduce this so it looks like a ball. Getting that feel. So it comes, lands, stretches. So this is the kind of motion you should have. Okay, still I have not applied my rotations for my ball. Okay, so I'm just concentrating only on the arcs and the movement of my ball. So to how to get like a very fluid movement. So now I have my starting pose, my ease in, my breakdown, my stretch, my squash, again my stretch, my breakdowns, ease ins, and my final. So what I'm gonna do right now is go to my graphs, try cleaning it. Okay, see how it works. Okay, can you see some jitters here? So this needs to be in linear. Okay, it works. So when it's starting, it needs to be flat. Okay, so this one needs to be spline. Okay, so this one should be like properly curved. Okay, sorry. Okay, that's the reason I'm having too much amount of wrong flows in my animation. Okay, this one should be like flat. Okay, so again this one needs to be like your spline. So this position should be like slightly lower. Okay, so this one should be like linear, so it can be slightly up. This one can be up. Hope it works. Let's see. Getting it? Let's see. I think some horizontal movement is also having some kind of issues. We'll fix that too. So going to my translate. Can you see here? So the movement is getting disturbed. So always try to have it linear. Linear is always better. So this value should be here everywhere. Okay, think no, it will be solved. Yes. This one should be also linear. This one should be going up a little bit, slowing down. So what I'm gonna do is make it as a straight line so that the flow is smooth. Okay, it needs to be like a straight line. Same way here. See to it, it's like a straight line. Okay. It will be getting a good arc. The flow will be in an arc. Let's make a play blast. Let's see. Okay. So once you've got this bounce properly, then we'll see to it we'll add our rotations. Okay, so even when in this position here the ball needs to squash, right? So again the energy is acting in this direction, so ball needs to rotate. So we'll see how it's going to be applied. So here small amount of rotation, rotate Z. Okay, now rotate Y. No, this is rotate X. Okay, going forward. Okay, rotating. Gets confused. 160, 27, 160 angle. Hope you are able to get it. The flow, the circular movement of my ball. Okay. So when the ball is gonna hit here, what again needs to happen? So first I'll save this file, save this as my desktop, my ASCII. It can be rubber ball blocking _1. Okay, so this is my blocking. So when you're starting your animation, you can save it as file save scene as rubber ball animation 1. Okay, so here 1 2 comes, stretches, hits, goes back. Okay, so when it's hitting here again, the ball needs to again squash here because it's hitting some kind of location. So this keyframe will change. So previously when we are keeping our keyframes, what we did was we just planned our positions here. But when you are considering the kind of physics we are working with, so right now I have completed my animation for one bounce. Okay, so next what we need to do is start animating from 17 to the next bounce, which is 70 to 30. Sorry, 70 to 27. Comes down, hits, again pops up. Okay, so when it's hitting here, this position, the squash needs to be applied. So the squash will be applied. Not be having so much amount of rotation. Let's tell you what's the problem. Okay, boom. Okay, squashes. So W, more squashes. Okay, frame number 1 to 17. Starts, jumps. Okay, here it's normal. Again, from here it will be stretching, right? So this position will be a copy of this. Same concept of squash and stretch wherever it's gonna hit. Okay, so this is the location, comes here, hits. So what I'll do, copy this position, paste it here. So stretching from, squashing from here, so this will be 0. So this will be like a little bit more, this will be a stretch, then this will be like somewhat like this, having a rotation going up. Okay, boom. We are working mainly for the persistence of vision, so we'll try to make it as believable as possible. Getting it? Else you won't get that feel, the squash and stretch. You won't feel that rubbery kind of movement. Okay, so this is the concept, guys. So it starts, slowly starts, comes with a rotation. This is my breakdown. It stretches, squashes, rotates, again hits. Okay, one frame, normal, stretches, hits. This can be even here, and mode value. So what I would suggest you to do today is try to create a rubber ball bounce with 3 kind of interactions. You need to, I have done one, but you need to have 3 interactions. So it can be one, when it's coming down it can hit one more thing here, and when it's going from here you can have one more thing. It can be anywhere, wherever you want, or it can bounce from here to here or whatsoever, but see to it you at least have 3 interactions, and experiment how it's working out, whether you are able to get a convincing kind of animation or a flow like this. Okay, so this will be the exercise for today. So hope you practice it. From the next class we'll be working with the basic character rigs. We'll be completing the fundamentals of ball animation with this. Okay, any doubts? We'll be meeting in class, and try experiment. Have a great day. Thank you, guys.